So without further ado, I just want to jump right in and start with our release, our sneak peek,
Yes.
as we like to say, that was actually released last Friday.
Yes, it was.
And it was Gail and Christina.
Yes.
And they sang, they sang Redneck Woman
Yes.
by Gretchen. What's Gretchen's last name?
Gretchen Wilson.
Gretchen Wilson, yes. This song, oh gosh, this song was like huge. It's one of those huge songs that crossed over.
Yes.
And it's a lot of fun. So I say the winner of this battle was Snoop, okay? And the reason why I said Snoop, y'all, did y'all see Snoop boot scooting? He was boot scooting. Boot scooting with a mixture of crip walking. I mean, Snoop was having the time of his life.
Yes.
He was just, as the young kids, he was giving.
He was giving.
It was awesome to watch him. He was like,
yes.
He got up and he got down. And Stephanie, and I talked about this a little bit last week, most of the previous judges, of the previous coaches would usually, they'd get hyped, like Kelly would get hyped and John would get hyped and Jay Hud would get hyped.
Yes.
But they wouldn't leave their little chair.
That's right. That's
Snoop
right.
was all over the place, y'all.
He was on the floor.
You could just see how not only dedicated he was, but how passionate he felt about, his work and him as a coach. So just to give you all a little background, life be lifing, as you all know, we're real people with real lives, and I did not get to watch the episode. I only got to watch the actual battle. So Stephanie is going to tonight be giving you all any insight to things I may not have seen. In fact, I don't even know who won these battles. So I'm going to be hearing it for the first time. So I can't wait to hear it.
Yeah.
I said, I love these ladies, Stephanie. I love these ladies. I love that they know their lane, right?
Come on.
Know their lane. Like Gail gave me seasoned, chill excitement.
Yes.
Chilled excitement. I know that kind of sounds oxymoronic, but and Christina I felt like Christina, I said this in the blinds about her, I said Christina grabbed us by the throat or the collar and pulled us in and said, vote for me.
Yes.
Christina really grabbed us again.
Yes.
I loved that they both used their big ears. I feel like they really listened to one another.
Yes, they did.
I felt like Gail took, because Gail's older. She's more mature. She's been on the scene. She's been doing this for years. And I felt like Gail was so encouraging, even in the middle of the song.
Vocally, yes.
Yes, we've seen this before, right? With Riley and Michael B. We've seen the more seasoned singer really elevate. And that to me is just so selfless, right?
Yes.
And, I felt like she was very encouraging in the feedback as well, because I did catch a little bit of this feedback. Did you hear those harmonies, those bend harmonies they did at the very end of that song? But in their own octaves. Well, not octaves,
in their own part, their own harmony part.
Harmonies, thank you. I loved. And I also, one of my favorite parts was the little choreo part where they both kicked the door down, they did that kick. And I was like, yes. Because you all know we love a good performance too. So
come on.
All for me. I couldn't have picked it because there's something about Gail that lowers my blood pressure. But there's also something about Christina where I see the hunger, right? So it's two total opposites, and I loved it. I thought this was a performance and not a battle. Stephanie?
Absolutely. So this is the first time that we got to see Coach Snoop be a Coach Snoop, for real. We've seen him coach and mentor before, but this is the first time we got to see him coach. Yes,
Oh,
he
that's
was. Yes, he was.
did they call that on the show?
No, he
Mega
was
Man.
a mega mentor. And
Okay.
that's how we knew that Coach was going to be a good primary coach because of that mega mentorship. And let me tell you, Snoop was catching the gangsta Holy Ghost during the rehearsal. Like he was up during the rehearsal. And it was so cool because he was giving them good pointers. He was preaching. He was encouraging. He was really encouraging them to take this song on as a duet and to really kind of show sisterhood. And in his comments after the performance, he said that they absolutely did that. Miss Gail is our pro. You hear Miss Gail holding down them lows? Did you hear that?
I loved it. I loved it
Oh,
because I know Gail is definitely an alto, and
yes,
could hear a little bit like she was getting to the top of her range. Um,
yes,
but but she's so much of a pro. Uh,
yes,
you all know if you've been in the game and vocally, you know where your voice's limits are, right?
right,
And
right,
to accentuate and maximize what you do,
yes,
right? And that's
yeah.
what Gail did, right?
Yeah, when they were doing the chorus, Christina took the main melody and Gail sang the melody the octave below, which put her way low. She was like, "Let me get behind you." Like she was real low. And I was
Yeah.
like, I hear every note, Miss Gail. I hear every delicious low note. It was so good. You talk about Gail lowering your blood pressure. I call her stability. Like she is
Yeah.
the stability. She is the calm, but not calm in a sleepy way, just steady, right? That I loved her energy. She was doing like she was drinking, she was just performing her behind off in her own classy way. She did a little shimmy. I
Yeah.
say, yes, you better say that your man still thinks you hot. Yes, in your non-Victoria's Secret Walmart lingerie, as the lyrics go. Yes, Miss Gail. And you're right. She was totally encouraging Christina. She was like, come on. Yeah. When Christina was singing, I was just like, come on, sisterhood. Yes, I
Somebody
love it.
who's somebody who's confident in their talent and their
Come
gifts,
on,
right?
because she's like, I'm gonna encourage her in front of all y'all, even though y'all picking, even though Coach Snoop has to pick between us, I'm gonna still give her props on this stage, which I love that. I love that. I love that. Miss Christina said, in case y'all forgot about me, in case y'all forgot about my blinds, I'm gonna let y'all know who the you know what I am. And she was gritty. She had star quality. She
Mm-hmm.
was exciting. There's a line, and I forget the first part of the line, but the second part of the line talks about having a baby on her hip. Miss Christina snapped. Miss Christina, it was almost like she had a flashback, and she really had that baby on her hip in the Walmart when she was singing that lyric. And I was like, yeah, because they were both coming from a place, and they said this in the rehearsal, that they could both really uh, identify with this song because they in various degrees could really relate to what the lyrics were saying. She was incredible, just like you said. Like she took us grabbed us by her talons, and she said, you gonna pay attention to me, you gonna pay attention. And we paid attention, and it was so dynamic on all sides. Like it was so good. I don't know what else to say. It was so good.
It was. So I'm really really excited because this was a cliffhanger. So I'm really excited to hear what Snoop went with.
There was good news and there was not so good news.
Okay.
So the good news is Christina won.
Okay.
Based on Snoop's comments of what he said, he was going to pick the person that he thought could grow. Once he said that, I'm like, he's picking Christina.
Right.
What I thought was going to happen was somebody was going to snatch up Miss Gail, and the bad news is that did not happen. So Miss Gail was
No.
sent home. I was pissed. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. I was pissed because usually when they do the leak, it has meant that both artists have gone through, and that was sadly not the case this time.
There have been too many, with the exception of like Wendy Moulton, there have been too many older or more mature singers who've been sent home way too
Right,
prematurely. Like
right.
y'all can learn from these singers, including you coaches. Like, Gail she just had this, like you said, that steadiness, this quiet fire. It's going to be sad to see her go because I thought she was a heck of a performance.
Yes, 1000%.